These are the two primary paths in workplace protection, the safety officer and the safety engineer. They both save lives, but by 2026, the financial gap between them has become impossible to ignore. We're going to break down exactly what they do all day, look at the actual salary data, and explain the difference between the CSP and the OSHA 500 certifications. A safety officer manages human behavior. In a massive facility like this, their work is about field compliance, making sure every worker follows the rules in real time. Their goal is site readiness. They ensure that if a regulator walks in, the company won't be hit with a violation. A safety engineer works through system design. In an environment as complex as an aircraft assembly line, they use process safety management to design out hazards before the first employee even arrives. The choice comes down to your preference. Do you want to manage unpredictable human variables or predictable structural systems? For a safety officer, 70% of the day is spent walking the floor. You're checking permits, auditing equipment, and investigating incidents as they happen. It's physically demanding work. It also takes an emotional toll, as you're the rules enforcer who often has to navigate difficult interpersonal conflicts. A safety engineer spends 70% of their day at a desk. They're looking at blueprints and data, running risk assessments to choose the right systemic controls. The trade-off is isolation. You're away from the front lines, and you often have to wait months to see if your safety interventions actually improved the data. One role provides immediate human interaction and conflict. The other provides scalable safety through quiet, analytical work. In 2026, an entry-level safety officer can expect a starting salary of around $50,000. That pay scales up with experience, reaching a national median of $84,000, according to current labor data. But the median for a safety engineer is significantly higher, landing at $116,000. That gap is a direct result of the high educational requirement. You typically need a formal engineering degree to qualify for those roles. These medians shift depending on where you live. This map highlights major pay spikes in hubs like California, Texas, and DC. In specialized sectors like AI data centers or West Coast hardware safety, the top 10% of engineers earn over $289,000 a year. However, a senior safety officer in a high-hazard sector like oil and gas can still out-earn an entry-level engineer in light manufacturing. But even within these numbers, there is one specific factor that changes the earning potential of a safety professional more than anything else. A degree sets your starting floor, but your industry and specific certifications control your ultimate ceiling. This is the roadmap for the Certified Safety Professional, or CSP, the top designation for driving long-term earnings. Earning it requires a bachelor's degree, 4 years of professional experience, and passing a comprehensive board exam. On average, professionals with the CSP designation earn $30,000 more annually. Many people entering the field confuse this path with the OSHA 500. The OSHA 500 path involves a sequence from the 30-hour course to the 510 and finally the 500 itself. These are not equivalent credentials. The OSHA 500 gives you the authority to teach 10 and 30-hour construction courses. It's an excellent way to earn side income as a trainer. However, corporate recruiters and HR departments prioritize the CSP for leadership and director-level promotions. The OSHA 500 provides teaching authority, but the CSP provides the access to executive-level compensation and a 6-figure baseline. Weigh your technical data interest against your communication skills. A foreman has field credibility. Mastering documentation makes the officer track fastest. A technician should get OSHA certs now and a degree later. An engineering grad should target hardware safety immediately to maximize pay. Don't start from zero. Leverage the specific skill stack you already have to find the shortest path to a senior salary. You have a clear choice to make. You can dedicate your entire career to technical prevention or to ensuring human compliance. Officer or engineer, which one are you aiming for in 2026? Tell us in the comments. If you want to learn more about workplace safety and OSHA rules, subscribe to HSEstudy.